problem number 4. Kirsten has 50 songs on her MP3 player, 10 of which are by her favorite artist, Adele. In shuffle mode, the songs are played in random order without repetition from the start of that shuffle session. Shuffle session. What is the probability that at least one Adele song is among the first 3 songs played in a shuffle session? That's hard to say. Shuffle session. Alright. So, what do we do here? We're looking at the first 3 songs during a shuffle session. And we want to know what's the probability that at least one of those songs is going to be an Adele song. Okay, she's got 10 Adele songs out of 50 on her MP3 player that could wind up in the first 3 slots. So now, the one thing you might think about, there's really only 4 possibilities. Either there's no Adele songs, so 0 Adele songs, or there's 1 Adele song, or there's 2 Adele songs, or there's 3 Adele songs, and those are the only possibility. Or you could think of it as you're either going to get some combination of 1, 2, or 3 Adele songs, or you're going to get none. And so there's a 100% chance that one of these 4 things is going to happen, right? So if we were to add the probability of no Adele songs and 1 Adele song and 2 Adele songs and 3 Adele songs, we should get a total probability of 1. There's a 100% chance that one of these 4 things is going to happen. So in this case, rather than trying to count, how many ways can we get 1 Adele song, how many ways can we get 2 Adele songs, how many ways can we get 3 Adele songs, because we want to know what's the probability of at least 1, so that's 1, 2, or 3. It's easier to just count the number of ways to get 0 Adele songs and then subtract it from 100%, okay? So let's do that. And that's called complementary counting, alright? If you've watched my videos before, you've probably heard me use this term, complementary counting. And so complementary counting, it has an E, not an I, so it's not a compliment like, wow, you did a nice job on that problem. It's complement, it's something that completes. So the complement of at least 1 Adele song is no Adele songs, because if the probability of 0 Adele songs or at least 1 Adele song is 1, right? We get it. We have a 100% chance that there's going to be one of those 4 possibilities. Okay. So if we subtract the complement from the whole, then we get what we want. So we're essentially counting what we don't want. All right. So let's look at these 3 slots that we could put songs into, and let's figure out how many ways are there to choose no Adele songs. So she's got 50 songs on her MP3 player, 10 of which are Adele. Then she has 40 songs that are not Adele songs. So we have 40 choices for the first song, if we don't want any Adele songs. And then we would have 39 for the second, and 38 for the third. Okay, and we're dealing with probability. So this would be the number of ways, the number of desired outcomes. In this case, the desired outcome is the complement. Okay, at least that's going to be our first step. And then we need to look at the total number of ways that these songs could come up. So, if we weren't worried about restrictions, we'd have 50 songs to choose from for the first song, and then we'd have 49, and then we'd have 48 songs. Okay, and the ratio of those two the number of desired outcomes over the number of total outcomes is the probability, right? So let's calculate this out. This would be the probability of 0 Adele songs. Okay. So let's see. Let's do some cancellation here. This obviously these both have a factor of 10. This is 3 times 13. This is 2 times 19. This is 4 times 12. 49 is 7 times 7. So let's take a look here what factors we can cancel out. So we have this 4 and it can cancel with this 4. What else have we got? Let's see. We can probably cancel this 3 with the 12 and then we'll get 4. And we can cancel the 2 with the 4 and we end up with 2. And so it looks like, let me write this down here, we have, so what we have left on the top here, we have 13 and 19. So 13 times 19, and in the denominator we have a 5, and we have 7 times 7, 49. I'll just write that as 49. And then we have, let's see, the only thing we have left out of the 48 is a 2. Okay, so that calculates out to 247 out of 490. So that's the probability of the complement. That's the probability that there are no Adele songs in the first 3 songs. Okay, but we want to know what's the probability that at least one of them is an Adele song. So we can subtract this from the whole, all right? And the whole is either there's going to be no Adele songs or at least one. And so if we take 1 and subtract 247 over 490, okay, we can actually replace this with 490 out of 490, right? So that we can subtract them, and we end up with 243 out of 490. Alright, and if you use a calculator and calculate that out, you get approximately 49.6%. Okay, so it's pretty close to 50% chance that you're going to get an Adele song within the first 3 songs if you have 10 out of 50 of your total songs that are Adele songs. So that's kind of interesting because there's really only, 1/5 of the songs that are Adele, but you had a 50-50 chance, roughly, that within the first 3 songs you're going to get an Adele song. Okay? So that is your answer here. You can express it either as a fraction, 243 over 490, or if you use a calculator. Now I know I always tell you not to use a calculator, but in order, to really get a handle on probability, sometimes it's nice to convert it to a percentage. So so there you go. There's the answer.